Hello and welcome to today's session, where we will dive into one of the fundamental building blocks of JavaScript array. Array are used to store multiple values in in a single variable. Instead of creating separate variable of for each value, you can group them together inside an array. In JavaScript, array are a type of object that allow you to store list of data such as number, string, and even other arrays, and also with the objects. Here a simple example of how you define an array. Let's take a variable fruits, and we can create an array with square brackets apple, banana, and cherry. These are the simple looks of array, how array looks like. Okay, then there are two common way to create new array in the JavaScript. Yeah, first of all, using square bracket. As you see in the screen, this is the first of creation of the array is using the square brackets. Okay. The second is using the constructor. Constructor basically we can take a variable let, like we can take a array of colors and create a new array with new keyword with array and parentheses and write the value in it, like red, green, and blue. Okay, this is the there are two methods, that one is the simple using the square brackets and other is using the constructor or with new key with the new keyword. The most developer prefer the square bracket notation because it's simpler and more readable. Then we can go from the accessing of or modifying an array. Then how you can access array element using their index starting with 0. That's we can say the apple is in the place of 0, and banana in the place of 1, and cherry on the place of 3. Okay. On the place of 2, that's we start with the 0 index, that 0, 1, and 2. Then take example how can access these array. Then we console.log and we can access the banana fruits with the square bracket and give index in it with the 1 and run the program. We get the banana here. Okay, this is the simple accessing of the index value of an array value using the index. To modify an element, you can directly assign a new value to the specific index. If we want to modify the index 1 or 2 as you want, simply assign a value. It's give banana here, but if we assign another value to it, it will give that, and you get the xyz on the place of one index. Okay, that's simple how to modify a single element and how to change the element into the array. There are some properties and method of array. The array comes with the several built in the property and method that makes them powerful and the flexible. We can start with the method of length. Then how can we get length of an array? The first we take a console log and taking that array which we want to get length of that array, that's we take fruits dot length. It's give us the length of the array. The length of array is started with 1 2 3. Okay, but index will starting with 0 1 2. Okay, the length of array is 3. Okay, next method is push. Then push method adds a new element to the end of the an array. When we want to modify the array and add some value into the array at the end, we can use the push method. The fruits dot push, and what will we get? Give the value what you want to push and print the array using console log. And what will we get? You will get the new array, that is the one apple xyz cherry and the xyz x. Where this in the second phase xyz we get the provide a new value to it. Okay, that's why we get there. And we get here the apple banana cherry and the xyz. We push a value xyz in the last of the array. Okay, also we have a method of unshift. Look, it will add the new value on the starting of the array. So adds a new element at the beginning of array, we can use unshift instead of the push. Push will add the value in at the last of the array. Okay, we have another method is pop. Pop will help us to remove the last element of the array. It will remove the cherry from this array. Okay, pops will help to remove the last element of the array. There was another method is shift. Then what shift work? So basically shift will remove the first element of an array. Okay, let's take a look. It remove the apple from the array. Okay, there are several way to iterate our array in the JavaScript. There was the first of all we start with the for loop. Okay, we take a example of for loop. For loop basically iterate by our array one by one. For let a variable I started with 0 and goes to the length of fruits with increasing method of one by one. Okay, then console.log fruits using the I. Okay, look, we can get the every element one by one. Then using the for loop we can access every element one by one, the apple, the banana, and the cherry. Okay, next will be the for of loop, and next will for of. It works same as the for loop, but we can provide its auto get the length of array and run towards the length. We can take a for and let a variable fruit of provide array fruits, and we will get fruits from it and also run same output one by one, the apple, the banana, the cherry. Okay, this loop is more readable way of the iterating through array element. Next is the for each. We can use for each for iterating the array, the for each. Okay, for each is a higher order function that accept a callback to execute for each item in the array. We take a array fruits and apply for each method on it. We can get every item from using arrow function and console.log item. Okay, let's run. We can get every item on every run. JavaScript provides the powerful array method to help you the manipulate the work and with the array efficiently. We have some method to manipulate, to modify the array, to get the new array, to use that array, and that method are also help to each and or works on each and every index. First of all, we read about the map. This method create a new array by applying a function to each element of the original arrays. Let's take example of numbers. There was a let array number is equal to 1, 2, 3, and let new num array is equal to num dot map, and that's metric give us and every number, and every number will the multiplication of with each other, and we will get the new array from it by modifying and by the doubling by itself. Okay, we can get 149. Okay, that's simple how we modify the array using the map function. Next one is filter. It's create a new array with only element that pass a given condition. Filter will help us to provide a condition and it pass only that to get the element according to the condition. There was we apply the filter of map and filter the element that's m is greater than n is greater than 1 and run that. we can remove 1, and if we provide the greater than 2, then we get only 3. Okay, how we filter? We filter the array according to its condition. Next one is find. It returns the first element that's specified at the condition. Then we use find here, find, and what will we get? We get a number. It's written a value of that array. Next is reduce. Reduce. This method reduce the array to a single value, like calculating the sum of the element. Let's take a reduce method here, and we we have a value of that is accumulate and the number. Okay, and we want to reduce the array with the sum of that's accumulate and the number with standing with 0. Okay, then we console the uh, the number is not a function. I think so. Spelling mistake here. redu. Okay, one else is okay. You can get the sum of these, the 1 2 3. We can use the calculation of the products, and we can add the value of the products, the amount of the products price. So JavaScript allow you to create array insist arrays, which are known as multi-dimension array. And for example, you can have a 2D array like this. Then we talk about the multi-dimension array. The multi-dimension array is like the matrix in the math, as you read if you do in the plus 2 and 10th standard of the class. You can get the questions of matrix. It's like that. These are the multi-dimension array. Okay, then how we get there was the console dot log and matrix, the value of that matrix are getting using the index of first array 1 and the second array 2. Okay, then we get 6. The first is 1, that's the 0, that's the 1. So we get this one using that, and if we give 2 in this case, we get 0 1 2, and value 6 will be there. Arrays are incredible, powerful, and flexible in JavaScript, allowing you to store, manipulate, and the revert data efficiently. We have covered the basics such as creating array, accessing, modifying, using method, and how we iterate through array. In future lesson, we will divide the deep dive into the array manipulation. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and also give the comment if you feel any of the doubt and you have not understand any of the function we will create a new video on it. Okay, thank you.